This is my answer for almost everything, and I'm going to sound funny saying it, but breathe into your balls. We've got to learn how to breathe into our balls, and that basically means we've got to take back our bodies from the mental prisons that we've created for them. And that prison manifests itself in the neurotic holding patterns that I mentioned before that do not allow us to breathe deeply. We're holding our bellies tight, which is the reservoir of our sexuality. Our pelvic floors, our bellies, our chest, our shoulders and neck, our face, our eyes, they're riddled with tension. We've got to loosen the body. We've got to soften that muscular tension in the body and learn how to ground our energy through deep breathing. The number one thing that you need to do is to recognize just how brilliant you are, to trust yourself first, to trust your body, trust your feelings, trust the emotion, trust the brilliance that's coming up in you that you don't have to do. Get in touch with what's happening in your body and honor that before you honor anyone else's opinion, before you honor anyone else's suggestions or conditioning. We live our lives through our own bodies, experience through our own movements. Be with that first. Be with you first. Grow you first. And don't give other people and other people's ideas the opportunity to imprison you and the brilliance that's within you.
Sometimes we meet up with people and a lot of people come to us for help because they're like, seem so subdued, just like they want it, they'll like write about it in email, like how they want this inner fire, they want this energy, they want to go out and do all these things they see us doing in our videos, but when we meet them in person a lot, and then those are the ones that don't follow through. It's like they got their satisfaction from writing it out rather than doing it. It's like the most amazing trend.
Yeah, absolutely, because they did. In their mind, they actually already did that. We like to think and we like to talk because that's how we've been taught in schools. In schools, we've been taught that it is virtuous to think a lot and have the right answer. Raise your hand. So people go about their lives thinking and talking. You know what they do in schools now? There's no phys ed. They've cut back on physical education, and they cut back on the amount of time that kids get to go outside for recess. But you know what they're doing more of? Thinking and talking. We've been conditioned this way.
It's true, man. I agree with you. A lot of the cultural conditioning today is kind of bass backwards, but I always think of the analogy of how everyone's like so concerned about eating factory farmed animals, and like we need free range and wild fed, and like, really, when you look at it, when you look at our school system, when you look at the food we're fed and these pills that kids get put on, it's like, in a way, the human race is the biggest factory farmed animal.
Oh, wow, that's so funny. You're right. We really are. You're 6 years old, but you're being judged on how well you sit down, shut up, and follow directions. So we're literally creating a crop of children and adults who have no permission. They're looking for permission.
How do you recommend people recovering from that? Like,
stop reading. Stop studying. Stop looking for stuff. Don't look for any more answers. Don't buy any more books. Stay off the website. Now, what are you going to do? And it's very uncomfortable because people, again, they feel comforted by the fact that they watched a video about working out today. I watched a video about working out today. Now, consciously, they know that that's stupid, but somewhere in their mind, there's this, they've satisfied the desire to work out, so it's already been quenched. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, man, I hear you. I know some people that, like, on a big game day, you know, they come back from the bars and they, like, exhausted, like they just played a football game. You didn't play a football game. You just watched a football game. And wonder why you're out of shape.
So funny. Yeah, we live in the abstract. We live in our heads. I think that's why what we do, you and I, with regard to our mission in life, is to get people to use their body. Because that's where life happens. Life actually happens in movement. That's where it all happens down here. It doesn't happen up here. This only helps us with the idea. You know, okay, exercise is good. Now, don't read about it. Don't think about it. Go. Even if you're doing the wrong thing, I say this to people all the time. Look, don't try to find the right thing to do. Don't try to find the perfect thing to do. Do something. Even if it's ass backwards and wrong. Get it going, because I promise you, you'll figure it out as you're going along. But the success happens as you're doing it, not as you're thinking about it and researching it. There's so many fat people that know more about weight loss than I do. What does that tell you?
Yeah, dude, we couldn't be more in line with you on there. like the idea of perfectionism or like everything has to be right before you get started is really just a rational excuse not to do anything.
Do the thing and have the power. That's what Ralph Waldo Emerson once said. And I believe that with the bottom of my heart. Do the thing and have the power. Most people wait till they have the power, which doesn't happen. They want to have the power and so they can go do the thing. Like people who want to get in shape before they go to the gym, it's just as stupid. You do it so that you have the power to do it.
Sure. Yeah, and I think on top of that quote, I think there's one from Albert Einstein about nothing happens until something moves.
Absolutely, man. Good point. None of us are any of this. You're not what your skin reveals. You're not your bone and flesh. You're not your name. You're not your ideas. You are so much more than that. I think it's more of a trusting the brilliance in your body, trusting that part of your brain, that part of you that beats your heart without you having to think about it, that part of you that grows a baby in a woman's stomach without her having to do it, the part of you that replaces cells all over the place without you having to do it. You're not replacing your cells. Who's doing it? It's that brilliant part of you deep down within your peripheral nervous system. When we breathe deep, we're honoring that peripheral nervous system.
That's when the soot comes out.
Yeah.
Do you have any screams that you do, or any kind of things in the gym, or when you're trying to tap into that extra push that you do to get yourself fired up?
There are two exercises that are magnificently powerful for unleashing your motility, but they're very different. They're strange. In fact, there are three. They kind of like build on top of each other. Something very similar, but it looks like this. This is where our ego is, right? Our ego is right here. So the more you can let your face go,